What do you got going on these days?
These days I'm still working. I just moved to LA 3 months ago from Atlanta. Hooked up with Molly Mall. I've been, working with Jeremiah, Lil Wayne. I've been working with Neo. So, moving to LA is just opened up a lot of doors for me, and it kind of gave me that inspiration that I wanted and that motivation that I used to have when I used to come to Atlanta. So,
How long were you in Atlanta for?
I was actually living in Atlanta for about 7 years. But even before then, I was always traveling back and forth from the West Coast to Atlanta, so I was already up on the culture. When I got down here, it was just easy because I already had the relationships and knew this city, so.
Now, why make that move to LA? Why 7 years? Why not sooner? Why not later? Why now?
Well, I think it was in the back of my mind, like, yo, you need to move to LA. By me being from California, from the Bay Area, and my family already being out there, I always knew I had that in my back pocket. Like, I wanted to get everything I wanted to get out of Atlanta first, and I wanted to make sure I made the right decision. But, I just got the feeling earlier this year, it just popped up, man, like, yo, you need to move to LA, because I felt like I hit a ceiling here. I felt like everybody know who I am, and everybody's just used to me, and I needed to be somewhere where people didn't know me, and by me being from California, it was easy for me to work out there because I also was introduced to the California sound as a youngster, being from the Bay Area, growing up off of Too Short and E40, producers like Mike Mosley, Studio Tone, so, coming to the West Coast, and as the West Coast is popping, it was just easy for me to just to get in my lane, you know what I'm saying?
I see. Happy with the move?
Yes, I'm very happy with the move, and I felt like I was leaving Atlanta behind. I love this city, like, this is my heart, but I noticed I was working with more Atlanta artists in LA versus me living in Atlanta. So, everything just came together.
Was the move hard to do, like physically do for you to get in there and get settled in and start working, or was it pretty easy?
It was hard for the first 2 or 3 weeks, man. I'm not gonna even front. Like, when I got there, even though I know a lot of people in LA, when you actually move somewhere, it's like, okay, you reach out to some people you already knew, but they really not really excited that you're here. They know you here, but they really ain't, pushing a button, want you to come to the studio and work. So it's like I had to start all over. So, I just, had to just depend on my talent, man, and God just to open up the doors for me. And that's what he did, man. I knew, like, I felt like I can go to any city and conquer, your gift make room for you, so by me, when I first got out there, it was hard for about a week or two, and literally like a week or two, like not no months. Things just started just happening, and just out the woodworks, man. I'm meeting different artists. They loving my music and building relationships, and I never knew I was gonna even be in the position I'm in right now when I first got to LA. So it was just a lot of faith, man. I just had faith, in myself and God.